What's going on, people? Welcome back to another video. My name is Hugh Izzy and you're watching It's Solely Gone and Happened Again, hasn't it? Tottenham Hotspurs, wow, they were relevant for a second, weren't they? Where are they now? Where are they? Picking up losers' medals, quite similar to their North London rivals. Bested at the final hurdle. It's been an epic journey, lads. You've done so well. You've done Posh and your fans proud. You've spent no money. You've signed no players. You've achieved so much, but at the same time, you've achieved absolutely fuck all. Really and truly, they were the better team tonight, and they've probably been screwed over by a second-minute decision that I'm still questioning. Was that a penalty? Is that really fair? Did it ruin the game? It ruined the game completely for me. I'm not going to lie. Entertainment-wise, for a neutral, that won't have been the best. But in all honesty, it was a beautiful, beautiful day to be an Arsenal fan because we were very close to the brink. And this may well be papering over cracks. But let's breathe it in, soak it up. Because they came so close. They've actually come as close as we have in my lifetime. And that was hard enough to accept. Difficult enough to see how a team who have lost 13 times this season even made it into the final. But they did, and I'm not going to lie, I partly blame Pep Guardiola for that. Are there any lights out here? No. We're in the darkness for a second, lads. Oh, there we go, we're back. Light at the end of the tunnel. It's a bit echoey in here, but listen, Tottenham would have seen light at the end of the tunnel, having got to the final. I thought that Heung-min Son played quite well, but tactically I think Pochettino made a few mistakes. I don't know why he was so keen to start with Harry Kane, especially when they have looked a better side without him recently. But I'm not going to complain, because I really needed that. I genuinely thought that this was the end. But realistically, we're kind of back to where we were at the beginning of the season, right? Tottenham are in the Champions League and Arsenal aren't. So from a rival's perspective, nothing's changed there. But more importantly, they haven't managed to get their hands on that all-elusive trophy that they are so desperate to pick up. And even though they're moving into a fantastic new stadium, even though commercial deals will be flying higher than ever, the truth is, what did they win? Absolutely nothing. Beautiful. What's that smell? It's the smell of failure. I'm surrounded by Spurs fans. Actually, I've got a Man City fan who I will solely blame for Spurs even getting to the final. Liverpool fans, success, beautiful. Trophies, number six. In all honesty, as an Arsenal fan, I just want one. One would be great, but Liverpool have got 6 European trophies, and you have to say that historically, this was another leap forward for a great club. One of Europe's elite. Tottenham are pretenders who've been doing really well, outperforming themselves, getting results where they probably shouldn't have, even from the likes of Kieran Trippier, Harry Winks, Dele Alli. These are all Harry Kane. These are all success stories in their own right. But will some of them start to think about leaving? Will some of them start to wonder whether they are ever going to win anything at Tottenham? New stadium, and I guess possibly the allure of more increase in wages for certain players because of their Champions League journey or their run is possible. So maybe you could keep a few guys, tempt them with a few more bags a week. But in all seriousness, I do believe that top teams will be coming in for a couple of those guys, whether it's Alderweireld, Danny Rose, Harry Kane himself, Christian Eriksen. A lot of these guys could well have played their last game for Spurs. Let's talk about Liverpool for a second. I thought it was an absolutely epic season for them. Obviously, they came so incredibly close in the Premier League. The fact that they didn't win the league, having lost once all season, is just fucking ridiculous, really. And I would say that it's only that moment where Pep Guardiola was complacent in the Champions League, that first leg, where they sat back 1-0 behind, that has actually stopped not only City doing it, but also just enabled Liverpool to have this pass, because I think that would have been the game of games. That was the game that we should have seen in the final, I reckon. City, with this incredible 190 whatever it is points in 2 seasons, playing out against their nemesis, the rivals, Liverpool. Because as much as Spurs gave as good as they got, and they did get really fucked over today, I feel like we've been cheated of a really entertaining game of football. And this was not a good advert for UEFA, make no mistake about it. I question the reasons why they have let the gap between the semi-final and the final stretch to 3 weeks, when fitness levels are not going to be the same. It's all well and good doing training, but that could well be part of the reason why both teams were so happy to play long ball football. Liverpool really didn't want to be involved in that overpacked midfield. And, well, it just made us look bad, I think. The rest of Europe would have been watching 2 English teams get to a final for the first time in God knows how long, if not ever. Or I can't remember it ever being 2 English teams. And we have, for quite some time anyway, we have really embarrassed ourselves in the quality of the football, I'm not going to lie. I know it was in Madrid, so Spanish people who do like the more attractive style of play, or the ball on the ground a lot, will have been frowning and wondering how both of or either of these sides actually got to the final. But they did. And the man who missed out so massively last season due to that injury against Real Madrid finishes the script beautifully by writing his name into the history books and confirming his status as a Liverpool legend. And no, I'm not just talking about Mo Salah, but also Divock, an icon at this club, one of those cult heroes that isn't as good as, the players that we all want, but continually scores incredibly important goals when brought on, given the chance. And that's the beauty of what Liverpool have created. There is a camaraderie. There is a personality. Mane calling it the sexiest club in football. I really believe him right now. It's exciting to be involved in this, not only continuation of the legacy, but also the passion that they show. The energy is so high, the intensity is non-stop. And more often than not this season, they've come out on top. And tonight was no different. Although, it wasn't the most exciting game, was it? They just sat back and let kind of Spurs have a go. My man of the match is probably between a youngster who I see as having an incredible future. Wow, Trent Alexander-Arnold, man, fuck off. What a guy. This guy's one life. Oh my God, he really has one life. He plays for his local club. It's not just any local club, right? It's not like me playing for like QPR or something. Yeah. This is the pinnacle of European football. 2 Champions League finals in 2 years by the age of 20. Bro, do you know what I was doing at 20? I was going from fucking house party to house party, right? And trying to dip my toes in fun, yeah? Not slaving at training 3 times a week and representing, unbelievable charities all over the world, doing things for the community locally, buying your mum a house, car, sorting your whole family out, plus bringing it home for your club. Are you fucking mad? That is like me at 1920 taking Arsenal to a Champions League final. Get it in your heads. That is incredible. Well played, lad. Very proud. Mixed race excellence. And Virgil van Dijk as well. What a signing. What an absolute signing. Bullying Heung-min Son off the ball late on with power and confidence that he's shown all season, and justifies his incredible price tag, because I questioned it at first, but wow, I was so wrong. And how wrong I was about Alisson's price tag as well. Irrelevant. It doesn't matter what you pay, lads. Are you paying the fucking money? No. If your club isn't willing to, like mine, it's a different story. It's painful. But when you see clubs actually backing their side, and people like John Henry coming out the day before the Champions League final, we're going, listen, it doesn't matter if we don't win the Champions League final, because we're actually going for the league again next year, because we came close and we've pushed City as far as we could, but we want to do it properly this time and get the job done. That fills me with confidence that they are actually going to invest in their squad and have ambition to be the best. We could learn a thing or two from that. Listen, it wasn't the greatest final. I definitely enjoyed it. Thanks to Brian and Lawrence and the kickoff for having me on board yet again. Another fun day out. Wow. Soak it up, breathe it in, boys. They bottled it. We're back. A lifeline. It's not much, right? But, you know, we're dying out here and we've walked past a couple of XP. It's going to keep us going, right? Now, you've got 70 odd days, Arsenal. Don't fuck me off, right? Get involved in the transfer market, Stan. Pull your finger out, because these are the levels we want to be at. These are the conversations we want to be having, and these are the games that we want to be playing. Not Thursdays. I will be doing videos about Champions League clubs because I'm an elite mind, right? We do footballing analysis like no other. Cold, hard, home-hitting truths. There will also be Europa Dons videos on Thursdays. Not quite as exciting though, is it? Liverpool! Champions of Europe! Congratulations to all of you. Tottenham, bad luck, lads. Bad luck. It's happened again. It's happened again! It's happened again! Oh my lord! You fucking bottle jobs. Frauds!